Okay, so part of when I was filming, when I tipped my cup back after drinking it, it spilt all over my face and all over my makeup palette. So if you would like to see that, I will post it at the end of this video, just to entertain you guys, because I look like an idiot for probably about 5 minutes because I had to sit there and I had to clean my palette and I had to clean my face. And it was just bad. It was bad. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, what I have planned is just a really simple, just like very soft kind of look. Just something that I would wear every day if I wore makeup every day, because I don't wear makeup every day, but I wear makeup almost every day. Anyways, point is I'm going to be doing something that looks it's very neutral in color and in tone and just really pretty and really soft and really feminine and really girly and just really adorable. And so, if you guys want to see that, feel free to keep on watching. Now, I am going to start with my brows because my brows are my least favorite thing to do and I like to get them done first. Speaking of things I like, Starbucks finally came out with the holiday collection. So my mint mocha dreams have come true. Love Christmas at Starbucks. I will do my brows off camera and I will be right back. Hello. I have primed my eyes and carved the underside of my brow. I finished my brows. I know they're looking really thick and really bold, but as the rest of my face gets fixed and finished, it will look better, I promise. I did on my eyes. Today I'm going to be dipping into the Disney designer palette. This was the first Disney collab eyeshadow palette launched by Colourpop, and I am not gonna lie, I love the color palette here. It's very neutral with a couple of like pops of color. Like you've got Poison Apple, which is like a magenta-y purple, and like you've got all your neutrals. It's a lovely palette. Which is also going to be really good come Christmas party season, which is just around the corner. So I'm just going to go in with the color tip, and I am going to add my fluffy brush in it and just pat that all over my freshly primed eyes with my e.l.f. 16 Hour Wear Camo Concealer. And then I'm going to take a light coating and just kind of swirl it around my eye. If you have watched some of my other videos, you know that I do this every time without fail. It's just something that I do to set my makeup on my eyes to make sure that everything blends flawlessly. Now I am going to go in with the color Grumpy. It is a matte warmer shade. I'm going to take my M433, my Morphe M433, and I'm going to dip into Grumpy, tap off that excess. I'm going to grab a little mirror because I have one, and I'm just going to pop this in the crease. The sunlight is beaming directly through the window and ruining all of my lighting right now, and we don't have a curtain in our bathroom, and it is frustrating the daylights out of me. So, I don't know if you can really tell all that much, maybe if I turn this way, but putting Grumpy didn't really do much, and that is okay. I don't want the color to be overwhelming or overpowering. I don't need that right now. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Anybody else living for the Starbucks seasonal drinks? I know I'm a pumpkin spice latte kind of girl because, you know, your girl cliche. I'm also super into and in love with the mocha, the peppermint mocha. Peppermint mocha has always been my jam. So I get very excited when they come back. So now on an M441, which actually has more than one 4, I'm going to take a little bit of the color Frighten right there. So what I just did was I just blended Triton all in the crease and stuff, and while I was blending I was talking, which I realized after that I normally speed up my blending process to make these videos a little bit shorter and a little less boring. I'm just taking a clean AS5 and just dusting to blend the line a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with a bow just on the end here. And I'm going to actually take my JS6, which was clean and now won't be. And this one comes off really strong on the brush. And I'm going to concentrate this on the outer V. And then blend. I notice the sunlight keeps coming in more and more and more, and it's frustrating me more and more and more. Because it's been so gray the past several days that I've been able to film perfectly fine without much concern. And now all of a sudden the sun's like, screw you, I'm gonna shine real bright right when you need me not to. Next I'm going to take a Scott Barnes 6.2, one of my favorite fine detailing brushes. If you see me blowing on the palette, it is simply because there is a lot of kickback from these shadows. I adore these shadows, but they give a heck ton of kickback. And I'm going to go into Beast, right there. And now Beast does have a bit of a glitter pigment in it, which is why you're going to see me go in and blend first and then go back in and dab. So really we just want to concentrate that pigment just on the outer corner. You can already see the difference between the two eyes, like there's a lot more depth on this one than there is on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into the shade called One Kiss, that gold shade right there. Since we're going with a little bit of a warmer look, I'm going to take my ring finger, dip right into One Kiss, right on my ring finger, and then very gently, just going to sweep that across the lid. And so now that that's done, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to dip back into the shade Ray. It's a little bit more champagne-y, and I'm going to literally concentrate that right in the middle of the eye. So I'm going to go back in with my ring finger just into the shade Ray. So I'm just taking a makeup wipe and just removing any of the extra under my eye. Next, I'm going to take a really fine detailer brush, this little guy right here, and I'm going to grab my Fix Plus. Excuse me, Fix Plus, you're getting a little saucy today. I'm going to dip into the shade Prince Charming, this basically white one over here, and I'm just going to pop that in my inner corner and on my brow bone. I'm going to quick pop off camera. I'm going to do my waterline with just this gold Gosh eyeliner, and I will be right back. Oh, okay, quick question to anyone that does put stuff in their waterline. Theirs eyes water like crazy too, because mine water like crazy. Like it's nuts. But my eyes look really blue afterwards, so maybe it's a good thing that I totally haven't done eyeliner yet. And so we're gonna do that. I have to find, there we go. I'm going to take my Kiwi angled liner brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade called Midnight Curfew. And if you can see in the light, you know, the light's kind of harsh, but like it sparkles, and that's fine. I am okay with a glittery liner. I am more than okay with a glittery liner. I'm what they call glitter obsessed. It's kind of bad, but it's the truth. So I'm going to grab my little mirror, and I'm saying this now and I'm praying that I'm right. I'm going to tightline, and if I decide to add a wing, well then I decide to add a wing, but I'm not sure that I will. What I'm actually going to do is, I have a little back here. So I have a little square concealer brush. So what I just did is I just took it, again dry, didn't tap any off, right on the flat brush, and I just packed it in. So there is a ton of fallout. But it's also a glittery shade, so I don't blame it at all for, you know, having a breakdown. I would too if I had that much glitter in my life. So, eyes are officially done. I'm just going to quick take my fluffy brush here and just make sure any of the fallout just doesn't stick around. Hi Felicia. I have already put on my hyaluronic acid plus B5. So my skin is feeling super hydrated at the moment. Hyaluronic acid, what it does is it takes moisture from the air and absorbs it into the skin. So I find it really good, especially in the winter when it's really dry outside. I find it very effective. Coffee break. Any of those 90s kids remember Body Break? Body Break? Those, I don't know why, but I found them so very entertaining when they would just pop on the TV in between shows. Just Body Break. Hated them, but I found them very entertaining. Maybe I was just one of those kids that was very easily entertained by absolutely everything. I do not know. So I'm going to take my Kiwi cream blush brush, just kind of rub it off on my hand a little bit. It got a little bit of glitter on it in the makeup bag, as sometimes happens. I'm going to actually take Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is a bit of a more luxury product. I think this entire pan, the large size pan, I think it cost me like $65. I don't know. All I know is it was expensive. And the person with me when I purchased it was like, girl, you're crazy. And I'm like, yeah, but this is going to last me a lifetime. I bought this last July. I bought it a while ago. And it still works wonderfully well. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking, it's on the brush, and I'm just concentrating it on areas that I find my pores are the biggest, and I'm just gently brushing it in. And I know it comes with its own scraper, and you're supposed to push in the skin with your fingers, and yada yada yada. I honestly find that doing it this way works best for me. And it's just certain areas, like just right here, and right here, literally just down the center of my face, and it already looks blurred. And this stuff smells like Fruit Loops. I heard people online saying it smelled like this, that, or the other, and I bought it, and I fell in love with the smell. It smells like frickin' Fruit Loops, and your face smells like frickin' Fruit Loops all day. All day. It's fantastically, amazingly weird. Next, I'm going to take the Cover FX Gripping Primer. Gripping and firming. I'm going to squeeze a little bead on the back of my hand there. And I'm just going to take the same brush. This one I use a little bit differently. I dab it all over the thing so it gets all the product on it, and then I just kind of pull out from the center of my face. But it's not even like, I'm not even like pulling on my skin, I'm mostly just dabbing. And I particularly like to bounce this on my nose. My nose has a really difficult time accepting makeup. I do not know why, but it is literally just my nose. Every other area of my face will accept makeup perfectly normally. But my nose just hates product. Now, this is a trick that is popular amongst makeup artists. Particularly, Scott Barnes is the one that mentioned this. But before you go in with foundation and contour and highlight and all that other jazz, you take a cream foundation or concealer or whatever you're going to use to contour, and you use that in the areas you want to contour. For me, I just want to lift my cheekbones, and I just want to adjust my nose right under my lip. And then sometimes if I'm feeling like I want to shrink my forehead, I will just wriggle and pop. My forehead is naturally a fairly decent width in conjunction with the rest of my face. Now this is a Tinted Sheer Coverage Lightweight Overall Face Stick. That's literally what it says. So I don't feel bad going in with a little bit of extra product, just because this is naturally very, very light coverage. And sometimes if I'm feeling particularly special, I will just make a point at the end of my jaw. I do not like contour, for the record. I don't do it often. That was the Nudestix Tinted Blur Stick. And then I'm going to take my AS3 and I'm just going to, in circular motions, just kind of buff that. This is just, by the way, this is just like a dense little brush. I honestly could use this for concealer also, but I'm only going to use it to just kind of blend in the blur stick a little bit. Today, we are wearing a different foundation than normal. This is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I'm holding it upside down. There you go. Hourglass Stick Foundation. I'm not gonna lie, I've tried this on a few occasions now, and I really like how it blends into my complexion and blends into my skin. Different skin types will have different ways of absorbing product, and this works really well with my skin. I am in the shade Cream, in case any of you were wondering. And instead of going in all over my face, I'm going to actually take this little brush, this little thick, really dense angled brush, and I'm going to just brush the top. And I'm going to find where I put my mirror, because I put that all over the place today. And I'm going to carve out the top of my brows. And after that is done, because remember I carve out my brows half at a time, because I'm weird. After that is done, I'm going to do just a streak along my forehead. I'm going to do 3 along my cheeks, 1 under, on each side, just kind of like a mark here and there. Because they say you don't need a lot of this product. I could go ham. I could slather this all over my face all day. Like it, even before blending it out, I'm just actually taking the JS1 and just kind of swirling it in to my skin because it feels really good. Even just honestly, without blending it, I love the feeling of this product. I do take just a damp beauty sponge after, and I just kind of tap it out along my skin to get rid of any of the brush marks. The fun part. Now we get to go into concealer. Honestly, I think my favorite part of any makeup look is concealer because it feels so cold on my naturally warm face. And so there's this like level of borderline freezing that happens on my skin, and it feels so good. I know it's really hard to see, and I'm so sorry. I wish I could change the sunlight, but unfortunately, I do not have power over the sun, so I can't. But just know that I'm trying desperately to avoid the sunlight. Not at all because I'm a vampire, because I'm not, but because I know it right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Magic Star powder. This is the shade Rose. This is by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm going to take off the lid. I'm going to open the powder. Tap quite a bit into my lid here. Tap my brush into it. As much off of my brush as possible, and then just tap this all over my face. Just taking the leftover, there goes everything, leftover powder in here, taking it on, you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bounce the side of my nose with it, just to really set my nose. And then I'm going to take the flat end, and I'm going to really pack on that powder. I'm just going to gently place that under where I contoured earlier. And now that that is empty, I'm actually going to switch from the Jeffree Star Magic Star powder to my Huda Beauty in Sugar Cookie. Oh my gosh, this stuff smells so strong. It's not a bad smell, it's just a strong smell. Now I'm going to go back to the pointy end and pack on and just get this right under my eye just to brighten my under eye. So I am now going to go into Enchanted Mirror, which is one of my new favorite colored blushes. And I'm going to not take this brush because that brush is the one I use for powder. I have a brush for everything and everything has a brush. I'm going to take this angled brush by Lord knows who made this. You can't even read that because the light is so wonky today. Going to dip in, tap off the extra, and just lightly blush my cheek. We're going to go in with the powder brush that we were using earlier. We're just gonna dust off. And when I dust this off, I swirl it. Just quickly like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Real cute like. And before I forget, I always like to take a little bit of extra product of blush and just tap my nose with it really, real lightly, real gently, because that's why I don't even dip in. Sometimes I do dip in because sometimes I don't have any product left on my brush. But that's usually when I just clean my brushes. Anyways, I did it that way. I do it that way because I quite like making sure that my nose looks like it has a little bit of color. I'm going in with the MAC Fix Plus in Rose. And the sprayer on that is a little extra today. I did have a fan nearby. I don't know where the fan went. I might have left it in my room. Oh well. It is what it is. I am not at a loss because of it. Now, my lovelies, I'm going to take just a regular lash curler. I got this one from QUO like years ago. Pop this guy out, and I'm going to curl my lashes. I am just going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex in the waterproof formula because I cry at everything. Because why wouldn't I? I am a sensitive child. Okay, if you wanted to, you could stop right there. It looks fabulous. Super natural, super flawless. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. I'm actually going to go in with false lashes. I'm going to go in with the style Celebrity by Sephora. They're just really, really wispy, really, really soft lashes. And I'm going to actually I have this weird dual-sided eyelash thing. I'm going to take the really thick side and just give them a quick brush through. These girls are looking a little rough. Okay, for once in my life, my lashes went on fairly easily. My left eyelash actually went on harder than my right eyelash, which is not normally the case. So, bonus, either I'm getting better or it's just a fluke. I am going to take some more mascara and just quickly comb through the lashes just to make sure they are seamlessly and flawlessly attached. Now, the very, very, very last thing I'm going to do is I am going to take Becca Highlight in Vanilla Quartz. I know most people use Champagne Pop. I am beyond too fair to wear that one because I am just naturally whiter than a ghost. And I'm going to take my JS4, just fluff around in it, and just gently dust this on. set everything, absolutely everything. And I'm realizing I did not get a lipstick out, so just one moment, I will be right back with a lipstick. I had umpteen million lipsticks that I could choose from, and I was feeling a red lipstick vibe. So I had to sit there and swatch 3 of my favorite reds, and I ended up deciding on one. So, you know, things happen. I have a particularly hard time deciding reds because I have umpteen million reds. I love red lipstick. I have a minor red lipstick obsession. And forewarning, the red lipsticks that I do have from Colourpop will stain your arm, unlikely your lips. But that's fine because they are so comfortable, definitely worth color payoff. I am just taking my Sugar Lip Wonder Drops and I am just getting that on my clean lips. Alright, so I am going to take the Colourpop Villains collection in the shade Cruella. It is a very, very bright orangey color. I'm going to slip into here, snag something with a mirror, because that sunlight is going to kill my vibe and I'm not going to be able to see. This very much reminds me of the Jeffree Star shade in a Nicole. It is not, but that is what it reminds me of. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I opted for a more bold lip. However, you could go with a really neutral lip. I just, like I said, have an obsession with red lipsticks. So for me, I love a nice bold statement lip with a nice soft glam eye. Yeah, that's it. It really plays on my eye color. Like my eyes look fairly blue now because I'm wearing actually a lot of gold. So this is something that I would naturally be more inclined to do. This would be a fantastic holiday look if you were going to like a holiday party or something. Just because it is, like, you can wear a really, really bold Christmassy colored lip with a really, really soft eye look like this. Then again, it's makeup, it's art. Do you have fun, enjoy, create, inspire, just go out there, have fun, and be you. That's all I really have to say at the end of the day. Anyways, so this is it for the day. I'm going to, what am I going to do today? Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. This is my life. I caught all of that on camera too, so this is lovely.